CIO. I'm Madhuri Pednekar, your host for the broadcast and a conference producer at CIO. This is a recorded session and will be available on our website, cionews.co.in, and our CIO News LinkedIn handle. This is an exclusive fireside chat powered by Avaya on transformation through customer experience. Businesses are built by experience they provide, and every day, millions of those experiences are delivered by Avaya. Avaya is shaping what's next for the future of work with innovation and partnership that drives game changing business benefits. Let's dive in and let me introduce my guest for today, Mr. Manoranjan Kumar. He is Chief Information Officer at Shree Cements Limited. He has experience in three full lifecycle greenfield SAP, Oracle eBiz implementation as project head with all major modules of ERP for manufacturing, EPC, and infrastructure company. Manoranjan has headed SAP implementation in Lanco for EPC, construction, power generation, and property development businesses. The existing large IT team of 100 plus profession, which consists of senior IT professionals, system administration, SAP developers, and SAP functional consultant. He has been involved with implementing centralized online power plant information system through SCADA and DCS integration and implementation and management of large data, video, and voice network for covered video and voice communication. Sorry. Manoranjan has also recognized with the Indian Express Technology Award for implementing RPA and also has received 100 Most Innovative CIOs and CTO of India Award, along with many other honors. It's a pleasure to have you with us, sir.
Thank you very much.
Me today is Mr. Adarsh Kaul. He's a Chief Marketing Manager at Avaya and also our moderator for today's session. He's an experienced business marketing specialist with a strong mix of strategic, analytic, and creative experience and a proven history of working in the IT and telecom industry. With over 20 years of relevant and skilled expertise in leadership and communication, marketing management, customer acquisition and relationship management, partner management, enterprise software, and channel design development and engagement. Welcome, Mr. Adarsh.
Thank you, Madhuri. Thank you very much for this introduction. I'd straight away like to dive across on our questions across with Manoranjan. Hi, Manoranjan. Thank you for taking our time today, and thank you for doing this across for Avaya and CIO News. And I'm sure that whatever words that you speak today will be used across by enough and more CIOs who are watching this from a perspective of understanding and knowledge. We've done this before across with other CIOs, and we've seen a tremendous amount of response coming across on these sessions. Manoranjan, my questions primarily will be around the customer experience and the partner experience perspective. So, given the situation that we are in right now, it is of paramount experience to maintain a great customer experience. And, clearly having gone through your assets from a perspective of your marketing assets and the kind of logo that you have, by the way, I love the Shree. So, and that too in Hindi. The perspective that I wanted to ask is that given this, customer market, how are you focusing across in the customer experience and along with the customer, also the partner experience? Because at the end of the day, you would be working through a channel across from a perspective of the reach out and also on a perspective of, taking your messaging out. And how are you actually using the digital channels for doing this? If you could shed light on that, that'll really help to start with.
Yeah, thank you very much, Madhuri and Adarsh. We are into cement manufacturing in India, and now we have also acquired a company called that United Cement Company, which is there in UAE. Having said that, we are at number 3 as of now in India for cement manufacturing and marketing. And you rightly said we are now spread all over India. Now we are there in north, west, south. We have started from Rajasthan and now we have spread all over India. So northeast is only left out where we are planning to go for. So the customer base, what we have found, and to increase the customer base, lot many things has been started by our marketing team. The most important is that first they have to create a brand, and brand is created because of the quality. And then the quality thing is also in India, quality is not the only thing. We also have to look at the pricing part. So people are looking at the price should be economical and quality should be the best. So that's what the marketing team has identified, and based on that, they have gone for a lot many things. And IT is there as a business enabler for these marketing people. We are providing all IT kind of tool to them to identify from the uh, existing customers, satisfy them, and to get also acquire new customer from the other brand, for which we are using a lot many mobile applications are there. We have reached up to the mason level, like the mason who are really playing the major role while constructing the flat or constructing your own house or maybe constructing the any society. So they are also playing the major role. So we have a scheme for mason also. So they are the part of our mission, and we also have dealer retailers. A lot of people are there. So we have two kind of business. One is the retail business. Other one is the institutional business, which we are doing directly. So these kind of things we are getting into our uh, data from various sources into our data warehouse, and then we are generating a lot many MIS report and intelligence report, and marketing team is getting uh, help from there to take the decision for pushing the product or selling the product or identifying the prospective customers.
Interesting. So, one question out here. You mentioned Masons and you mentioned the retail and institutional business or the partners. Is there any way that you judge their satisfaction levels or their customer experience levels? Has IT enabled marketing in any way to measure the customer experience that the user of the product have towards brand Shree? That's my next question. And of course, uh, if you can probably, you mentioned in your previous answer that you use a lot of tools that you've developed across. Could you also elaborate across on these tools? For example, are you using a chatbot? Are you using a certain amount of capability statistics on your IT tools? If you could help mention that, that'll also help.
So basically nowadays, what is there that this the information is required while you are on the move. So the thing is, the informations are coming either on iPad or people are mostly using their mobile phones. So whatever the informations are required for the dealer, retailer, other things, both the people from our side, the marketing executive, and from the market side, the customers, the retailers, dealers, mostly these people are using their mobile handsets for updating their day-to-day records or getting information related to their business, like where is my order, whether my order has been shipped from any plant or not, if it is shipped, at which date, what place the vehicles are moving. So these kind of informations are coming from our system. So we have developed that kind of tool. So the fleet management system is there, where the moment the order is dispatched from any of the plant, an SMS goes to marketing team. The same SMS goes to the customer or dealer if it is dealer, and they are directly they can view where is my the materials are there. How and accordingly they can plan. So if they have to sell it out or they have promised to some other customers, they will fulfill that thing. Accordingly, the institutional sales are also there because their job is continuous. The building work is going on. So accordingly, they have to plan for that. So that these information helps them. These are customers, institutional, basically the people who are there into institutional sales. We are using mostly the it's not a chatbot. We don't use chatbot as of now, right now, because our sale are little bit different kind of sale is there. It's not the dealer, retailer, they are not very IT savvy. Sometimes they are sitting in a remote and from there they have to sell it. Product is also there in the market, but we have to find out a lot many customers over there. So the main sources are there, the mobile applications and the information which we publish on our website or on our portal, not the public portal. It's a portal for dealer, retailer, and our market people. So they are getting all the data from there. Accordingly, they can take decision from there. So both side is there, like data coming from the dealer retailer for their order, and then order fulfillment data is coming from Shree to them. So both side the channels are complete so that the information is flowing between Shree and dealer and retailer and our customers.
So my question out here initially was that how do you measure this? Do you have any measuring tool across for this? Do you have like a certain survey that you do across for these guys? How does information across that so and so dealer is happy or so and so customer is happy? So how does marketing actually work across on that, and how does IT enable that?
We have given a mobile application to our marketing executive who is planning and who is visiting mostly to these customers and dealer retailers. Dealer retailers are, they will be happy the moment they will get their incentive, the moment they will get their commissions, or they will get some lucrative gift from our side. Like now the corona is coming and going, and so people are not going here and there, but a lot many other things where earlier it was there. So these things once is fulfilled, and the transparency are there between the Shree marketing team and the dealer and retailer. The moment transparency is there, they are happy. The moment something is hiding from either way, people have started giving on that. Like the, well, they will start saying that the dealer A has got this. This is the tour they have gone to, say Alaska, and you are sending me to Sri Lanka. What is this? That kind of thing will be there. So it is not that. So it is there on the portal itself that this is the tour. This is the volume. People are who have completed these kind of volume are visiting these kind of places, or they are getting this kind of commission, or this they are getting this kind of information. So these kind of transparency is there. We are creating that kind of transparency between our dealer retailer and the marketing team. Similarly, lot many debit note, credit notes are there. Their complaints are there. So sales returns are there. Accordingly, they have to get those fulfilled. So those things are there on their portal where they can log in and they can find out. So these kind of things are there. What we have enabled, at least as of now. Things are there. Lot many other things are there within the plan, but those are under plan, and then we are also working on that.
Absolutely lovely. Manoranjan, one question out here, and I'm going to change the track. Uh, are you a strong believer in the migration to cloud? And what do you think this thing that is the plans for you to take the company across down to a cloud only perspective? So, do we see that she's going to move across to the cloud completely from a perspective of business, or are you still, or are you a firm believer on the on-prem part of it? So, I wanted to take your thoughts across on that.
So there are two different thing here in the people or the business which is going on the cloud. One, the the applications or the solutions are if it is being used within the company and the company employee, because then if we are using by the company and company employee, there are a limited number of people. We can identify, okay, number 4,000 people are going to use this application. Accordingly, we have to create those infrastructure connectivity, each and everything. But the moment it is going out of the company, like out of the organization, and the people in public who are going to use it, then we can only estimate. Okay, my dealers are these many dealers are there. They can use these many the resources. So we have two different way of looking at these cloud migration. For all those applications which are being used by within the company, within the organizations, are there on premises. We have no plan and no visibility, or no, there is nothing in like that we will be going for the cloud or we will be migrating these applications on the cloud. But those applications which are going to be used by the public, like dealer, retailer, who are not fixed, they are increasing, or you never know that at what time the number of dealers will log onto the system. So those applications like mobile applications or CRM, these are there on the cloud, and those clouds are private cloud. It's not on the public cloud. This is also on the private cloud, and we have hosted that thing our private clouds. So this is our cloud migration strategy. All like
Interesting.
email, like ERP, all are other like for business intelligence system, those are all running from the on premises, and we don't have any plan to migrate it on cloud.
Interesting. That's a very interesting perspective, Manoranjan. I think some serious amount of thinking has already gone out there. I'm gonna move across down to your touch points, your communication touch points. So when you talk to your partners, when you talk to your customers, how do you track the touch points? For example, are there multiple touch points? Do you touch them within the WhatsApp? Do you touch them with an SMS? Do you touch them across with emails? You mentioned the dealer management portal in any case. So apart from the dealer management portal, is there multiple touch points that are created across for capturing customer feedback or partner feedback? And how do they integrate back into the system? That'll be interesting. And my second part of the same question is that within these norms that I've mentioned, is there a migration part to a digital storyline in the sense of, are we looking at clearly the emergence of use of digital going forward? Because right now, what I understand, it's going to be a very strong DMP which is working across for you at the back end. But going forward, are you going to be looking at creating these digital touch points? So that's my next one.
Because right now these communications are collaboration. This is what we can say. The collaboration is very strong, and that has to be there within among the company and the dealer portal of dealer or retailer or their our customer itself. So that has to be there, for which we are also working on that line. The initial thing is there, like sending email or sending WhatsApp or sending the question on the dealer portal itself. It's just kind of, it's not a real time. Like the moment they say send those information, send those query. If someone is sitting at the support center or someone is looking at mobile, they will immediately they will respond. But thing is that like if they need some kind of immediate response, as of now they are simply taking a phone and they're calling the marketing executive. But at the same time, they are also putting those queries, those related the required information. If they want, they can put it on their WhatsApp, and they are also putting it there on mobile applications. Other way, the marketing executive are regularly visiting as per their plan to our customer and dealer and retailers. They are recording their voices on the record, and it is coming back to the central command center, where their state head or the country head are sitting in the back office, and they are looking at those conversation, and they are taking decision from there. So these are the way we are as of now collaborating with our dealer retailers. Apart from the telephone, majority telephone is there. As of now, it's still our business is that way itself. It is on telephone.
Interesting. So that's a perspective. So primarily, there are plans to move into digital, but as of right now, it's a very strong one-on-one connect storyline that drives you guys. I will move on to Manoranjan. The last question that I have from the perspective of, the given current problems like which are there. Uh, COVID. You are running a India-wide network. You've just said that you've taken up UAE as well. How are you managing the collaboration piece? How are you working across? Do you work across with the individual through spaces that we're using right now or any other collaboration product? Plus, you clearly mentioned this thing that work from home, which is of course the biggest challenge that you must have faced. How did you manage that, given the fact that IT would have been burdened completely across in running the entire systems during this point in time? So how did you manage uptime and the continuance of business during these time frames? If you could shed some light on that, that'll also really help.
Yeah, during this COVID period last year, 2020, when it was declared in the month of March, the first lockdown was declared by our great Prime Minister Modi ji. Uh, During that period, we never know that these kind of things will happen and that will be locked down at their home, and then they will start working on that. But we had a plan before, prior to that. The vision was there, our chairman's vision was there, that people should be equipped with the applications, equipped with those tools, so that they don't have to wait, that they have to go office and then they will be able to get the information. So what was earlier, it was prior to the COVID period itself. We had a plan that people will have a remote desktop kind of thing. We call it a VDI, virtual desktop infrastructure, where people can work on the server from anywhere by using their mobile or any kind of devices. So those things were implemented. That implementation had really helped us, but everyone was not given a VDI. People who were not there on the VDI, they were having the laptop, so they were working from home. So only initial 2 or 3 months, the real lockdown thing was there, and then because we are into manufacturing and we are there into production. We got a relaxation. 30% people can come on the office and they can start the production. So our production started uh, during those relaxation period. So people have started coming to office. So the working from home or lockdown has impacted us only those first 2 or 3 months. After that, yes, we started working from office with limited number of users. The second lockdown, when it came, that time also the office was not closed entirely. Again, we had a limited number of people who were working from the office, and we could do the production dispatches and store or stock those material into the depot, nearby depot, because the moment lockdown and the market will open, we can dispatch immediately from the nearest depot. So that kind of vision was there from our chairman and our seniors. So we could do that kind of business ready for the future. And IT has helped in that way. We had provided them the tools, technology. People can access their data anywhere on any devices. That kind of enablement we could do immediately because that was ready. Not looking at the COVID, but prior to COVID, we were equipped and we were ready for that.
Nice, absolutely lovely. With that, Manoranjan, I at least come down to an end on my questions that I had from a stock perspective. I think fabulous answers. I'm sure Madhuri can take it forward. But thank you again for your time, Manoranjan. I'd hand it over to Madhuri. Madhuri, all yours.
Well,
Thank you, Adarsh.
wonderful insights. Thank you, Adarsh, for moderating the entire session. And thank you, Mr. Manoranjan, for sharing your views and journey with us today. Thank you so much.
Thank you.